fans, welcome. We're here in Cantimeo with like the two pro rider, Ruben and Len10. How are you?
What's up, Francois? Good to see you again.
Yeah, and Kevin Langeree.
Ça va?
Super bien, super bien. So there was a lot of excitement on your visit here in Ireland.
For nothing, eh? All for nothing.
Oh, tell us now. So what are you doing here? Like, how come you're just here in the middle of nowhere or in the middle of everything here in Ireland?
Well, last week one of the most amazing forecasts showed up on the radar. So Kevin was in Cape Town and he came all the way down to chase this epic forecast with like 12-meter waves and 50 knots of wind. So
yeah, it was a crazy forecast.
We couldn't let that one slip by, so we decided to come over to Ireland with the iForce crew to film for a new movie called Chapter 1.
Yes.
And you were gonna ride some of the biggest waves, right?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping on riding the biggest waves ever on a kite, because the forecast looked, like Ruben said, looked insane. You know, it was just big black patch coming towards the.
What they call the Black Wednesday.
The Black Wednesday was coming towards Ireland, and I basically hopped on a plane from Cape Town, and we got here, and Ruben was supposed to ride the strongest winds, but.
So what happened? What happened? So the first, that Black Wednesday. So there was 2 days, Wednesday and yesterday, Thursday. So
yeah.
Well, on the Wednesday they predicted like 13-meter waves and 50 knots of wind, and we were going to Langeree, which is a very nice bay, and the waves were coming in nicely, but the wind didn't fill up the bay so good, so it was too gusty to really perform the jumps I wanted to do. And way out the back there were some massive waves, but the wind was just way too gusty to do some big mega loops.
Yeah, we could see some of the footage, and like we all look forward to see like the video, but like. Was at that stage like Mother Nature was just too wide, or is it one moment where you say, well, it's too much? Or
I pumped my 7 and I couldn't really hold on to it just because it was like too gusty on the inside, and I think I've ridden a stronger wind to 70 knots. It was way stronger, but it was just not feeling comfortable out there, and I wasn't having fun. So if it doesn't feel right, why continue with it, right?
Yeah, that's true. You have to be wise.
But the next day, like
then the next day, well, I managed to ride that on Wednesday too. But it was just so windy. Like for me, it was like at one point this cloud came and it was probably the windiest I've ever ridden in. You know, I was out on a 6, and then I rigged to a 5. And even a 5, I couldn't hold on anymore. You know, I was just going boom, boom, downwind.
Are you start to be scared at that stage, or just
yeah, at one point I must say, you know, I don't get scared that quickly, especially not on a kite, but like this one gust hit me, and I was actually scared. I was like, I don't know what to do. You know, I was almost ready to just release my kite. I was like, fuck it, you know, I'll just leave the kite for what it is. But
that's what I did. I was like, well, I couldn't hold my edge on the 7-meter, and I was like, all I can do is like send it down, and then like the wave obviously caught it, and I was stuck in my boots. So I released my kite, and then the fucking wave came and grabbed me. But it's pretty scary to be stuck in your boots and be tumbled by a wave. But luckily the jet ski came.
Yeah, you had a pretty good setup in terms of safety. Like all the Irish boys were with you.
Peter Conroy and his buddies.
It was good having them around, you know, because if you ride in those kind of conditions, like especially if you fall on the back, you know, you're pretty much gonna drown. Yeah. And it's good having that good safety crew. Gives you that little more confidence.
Confidence. I was talking to them. They used to go in really big swell, but not that big winds. They must not be so happy to go there. Like they must have thought, like, you guys crazy, you know?
Well, I think everybody learned a whole lot. You know, they're very used to the big waves. We're used to the strong winds, and I think it was a combined effort and combined knowledge that made this successful and safe.
Okay.
Sure.
But he rode some massive waves yesterday. Not as big as you hoped for Dream Dog.
Yeah, yesterday
it was super clean and
yeah, the wave was. You know, actually, I came here to ride something, a little bit bigger than what we had yesterday. Still, there were a couple good sets in between, and it was tough riding it, you know, because the wind came off it was offshore, came out over the mountain, so it made it really, really gusty and light. But still managed to catch a couple, and it was definitely fun. I was out for like 2.5 hours or something. And
well, it wasn't that cold actually, yeah. Because
I wasn't cold. Yeah, I wasn't cold at all because I was wearing pretty good wetsuits and everything, and but still, you know, that cold takes a lot of energy out of you. So yesterday I was just, because we woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was just so tired afterwards. I was almost too tired to eat, and then I had a good night of sleep, and now I'm back full of energy, ready for the next
more,
day.
and then next year.
Ready to spend some time in an airplane again.
In Dublin, you mean?
Yeah, or maybe in Dublin.
Let's go
Irish pub.
Hopefully, let's hit the pub. That's the real mighty crack here. Well, there was a bit of secrets, and we like I have to say, like for all the friends that's gonna watch us, especially from Ireland, we were expecting you and say, where are they? he had to be secret because you're filming and you want.
Sorry
you want
for
too
that,
much.
guys.
But that's gonna be for the next
secret.
one. Yeah.
But we had this whole big production thing.
Of course,
around us, and we didn't want to.
So that's why we're looking forward now to see the footage. Cool, but thanks so much, and we hope to see you again in Ireland. And
sure.
No, we'll make up for it to the Irish crew for sure. We'll be back with a party next year, and make sure the Guinness is nice and cold for us, alright?
So Kevin, Langeree and Ruben Len10 in County Mayo. Thank you very much.
Shamrock, Jamrock.
See you later.
Shamrock, Jamrock. Shamrock, Jamrock. Shamrock, Jamrock.